Okay, on this problem, you're asked to calculate R6, M6, and L6 for f of x equals x squared plus 3x on the interval from 2 to 5. And then they also want you to sketch a graph. And I think I'm probably just going to do R6 because the M6 and L6 are the same idea. So first thing we want to do is get delta x, which is going to be b minus a over n. So for R6, n is 6. This is a, this is b. So it's going to be 5 minus 2 over 6, which is 1/2, because that's 3/6. So right away you know that this, on the x-axis, you're going to be looking at this from 2, and you're going to count by halves. So 2, 2.5, 3, 3.5, 4, 4.5, 5. Okay, and so that is going to make your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 subintervals. So this is 2, 2.5, 3, 3.5, 4, 4.5, and then 6. All right, and then we need to get the function. If you plug in, if f of x equals x squared plus 3x, when you plug in 2, that's going to be 4 plus 6, which is 10. So let's just count by 10. So at 2, 10. And then if you put the last endpoint in, I don't know how that does a 5. You put the last endpoint in, that's 25 plus 15, which is 40. So 10, 20, 30, 40. Okay, so something like this. And this is going to be the shape that you're going to have, looking like this. And then R6 is just going to be using the right-hand endpoints of the subintervals to calculate what will be an overestimate. You should see that that's going to be an overestimate. So we're using the right-hand endpoints of the subintervals to figure out, finally this one's going to be really big, like that. Okay? And so R6 is going to be the base, each of the bases is a half, so you can just factor that out, 1/2 times the height, which is going to be f at 2.5 plus f at 3 plus f at 3.5, because we're just always using the right-hand endpoints, plus f at 4 plus f at 4.5, and then finally plus f at 5. So the only endpoint, obviously you're not going to use the f at 2 because you're doing the right-hand endpoints. And you can just get these values from your calculator if you type the function into y1, and then you can just plug in each of the values to get them, and then you have to add them up. So let's see what happens when you do that. You'll get, let's see, I can do it on a calculator real quick. Okay, so if I go to y equals and I put in the function, which is x squared plus 3x, and then I want each of the values, so I'll just go to my table. I want it at 2.5, three, 3.5, 4, 4.5, and then finally 5. And I'm just going to add those numbers all up to get, and then multiply by 1/2 to get the estimate for the right R6. So 13.75, let me go back here. So 13.75 plus 18 plus 22.75 plus 28 plus 33.75 plus 40, and then just divided by 2 or times 1/2 to get your estimate. 78.125 is R6.